Hello students, today we are going to start a new lesson. So open page number 76, lesson 13, force, work and energy. Lesson 13, force, work and energy. So you see here first pre-reading questions are given here. Look at the given pictures of the games. Most of the games require force to play. Encircle those games which involves force. So now you see the diagram given on page number 76. 5 diagrams are given here. So you identify the game which involves force. So first you see cricket, force is involved. In all the games, you see in all the cases forces are involved. But force may be more or force may be less. What would happen if you kick a ball or hit a glass? If you kick the ball, ball will move away. Aim of this lesson to enable the student to understand the concept of force. So, what is the aim of this lesson? Aim first to enable the students to enable the students to number 1 understand the concept of force. First, understand the concept of force. Second, know the effect of force on things. Know the effect of force on things. Third, know about different kinds of force. Know about different kinds of force. Fourth, know about the machines that make our work easier. Know about the machines. Know about the machines that make our work easier. That make our work easier. And last, know about energy and its sources. And fifth, know about energy and its sources. So these are the five aims. This lesson we are studying the aim to enable the student to understand the concept of force, know the effect of force on things, and know about different kinds of force, know about the machines that make our work easier, and know about energy and its resources. So you have the aim. Our aim is these are our the aims. So now we start the reading this lesson. So force is the energy. Force is the energy that makes a pull or a push possible. This is the force that is the pull or the push. If we push anything, force is applied. If we pull anything, force is also applied. Force may come from any source. It may come from the muscle of a man or an animal or from a machine. Without using a force, we cannot push or pull any object. For the pulling or the pushing the object, force is necessary. A force can change the shape of the speed, direction of the object, and the shape of any object. Speed of any object. Suppose we are running out the bicycle. If we want to reduce the force, reduce the speed, we apply force on the brake. And if we want to increase the speed, we apply the force on the accelerator. And direction of an object. We want to, in the car, we are driving the car. If we want to change the direction of the car, we apply the force on the steering. Shape of an object. We can change the shape of the object. You see, the potter who are making the earthen parts, by applying a force, they change the shape. Person who are making the boxes, they are also changing the shape. By the accident of vehicles, the shape of vehicle is also changed. So force can change the speed of an object, direction of an object, and the shape of an object. We cannot actually see force, but we see there the effect on a object. We cannot see the force. Force is invisible, but we can see the effect of the force. We see the moon orbiting the earth, object falling upon the ground, and birds flying. All of these are because of the force. Not types of force. In nature, there are two types of the forces that act all the time, namely gravity and the friction. Two forces are there in the nature, one is gravity and other the friction. So, listen to gravity. Gravity is the force which pulls things to the earth. It causes things to fall to the ground. The earth is like a huge magnet. It pulls things around it. So gravity is a force which pulls the things towards the earth. If we throw balls, ultimately ball comes to the ground. This is due to the gravitational force. Fruit falls from the tree, comes on the ground due to the gravity. It pulls things towards it. Throw a ball or a stone in the air, it comes back to the earth. If you look around the trees, you can find some leaves or flowers on the ground. So one activity you can do, you can throw any stones. A stone may be dangerous. So any ball, and you see that ball comes on the earth. This is due to the gravity. It shows some forces. It shows some force as acting on the ball, the stone, the flower, and the leaf to move them toward the ground. This is because the earth pulls the object towards at the center. This force is called as gravitational force. Gravitational force is the force that is created by the earth, by which it pulls the things towards the earth. If the earth had no gravity, all of us would be floating in the air. It is gravitational force that enable us to stay firmly on the ground when we walk or run. You know that the moon, no gravity is there. So the things float on the surface. So friction. Friction is another force that is all around us. Friction occurs whenever two objects are in contact with each other. For example, push a push a toy car or ball or any other object on a plane surface. It will gradually slow down and stop after some time. A force which slow down a moving object is called a frictional force. If you apply the brake shoe rubs on the wheel, and that is why the speed of the vehicle is reduced. This is due to the frictional force. This is due to a frictional force. A force of friction is less on a smooth surface and more on a rough surface. As if the surface is smooth, there is very less friction. If the surface is rough, friction is more. We see for some time during the rainy season. During the rainy season, when the surface becomes slippery, we fall down due to the reduction in the friction. So, for example, push a box over a rough surface and then push the same on the smooth surface. You will note that it is easier to push the box on a smooth surface because the force of friction is less on a smooth surface than on a rough surface. So next one is the work and machines. Uh, we do many types of work every day, but not all these activities are called work in the science. In scientific term, work is said to be done when a pull or a push moves an object through some distance. A horse pulling a cart, a man riding a cycle, a porter lifting a load, and a woman drawing water from a well are some examples of work. If we are applying the force and by the force some displacement takes place, then we can say that it is work. If we are simply taking the box and on the head and simply standing, there is no work. But we feel the fatigue. This is due to the contraction and relaxation of the muscles. But in that time there is no work. If we move, then some works may be there. We know that force is used for every push or pull, but when we keep pushing a heavy load without being able to move it, we can say that we have done some work. No, certainly not. We say that we have used force to push the log, but our push could not produce any movement in the log, so no work has been done. Suppose we try to push the wall, we are applying the force. Since the wall, there is no displacement of the walls, so there will be no work. Simple machine. So next day we will study about the simple machine. So that's for today only.